Hey everyone, so what are we going to talk about today? Direct investing. I got a great subject. Direct investing. So in this mini series, we've talked about GICs and how they work, mutual funds and seg funds. Today, I want to talk about how direct investing can become or could become a part of your portfolio. I do need to state that I am a life licensed agent, meaning I can help my clients and anybody else with segregated funds and things like that. However, I do not have a direct investing license, so this is not material that I can say, okay, this is how this is supposed to be done. But I do have experience in this as I have my own direct investing portfolio. The reasoning that I wanted to talk about this is part of this mini financial series is because it's very important. There's a lot of people that don't really understand how it really works, the benefits, and some of the pitfalls or the potential pitfalls with direct investing. For a lot of people, and this is just from my own experience, when you mention the word investing, they kind of go to direct investing because that's what they've seen, right? You see the market go up and down, so I'm going to buy a certain stock and this is how it's going to work for me. But a lot of people don't understand that this for some people is only a portion of their portfolio. What do I mean by a portion of your portfolio? When you outline your strategy for investing, as I have stated in many other videos here, and as I have stated at the start of this series, your personal path to financial freedom needs to be your own. The portfolios, the investments that you set up, it's all based on your risk tolerance. Now, in that portfolio of financial services that you have, when it comes to investing, you can have GICs and mutual funds and seg funds and have direct investing. It's a combination of everything. I would suggest that you sit down with a professional and understand your risk tolerance first of all. And then second of all, once you have that risk tolerance accounted for, then you can begin your investing. And now that you watch this series, you can have a good understanding of how much of that portfolio needs to be in a GIC or a mutual fund or a seg fund and in direct investing. What is direct investing? It is something that everyone can start. If you have an account at a bank, here in Canada, that bank normally has an online account for direct investing. You can walk into the branch or you can even go online in most cases and just start a direct investing account. The last video, and this is the most important thing when it comes to any sort of investing, is the taxation. I can't wait to talk about that one because that's very important. But again, that's next video. When we start talking about direct investing, you set up that account, you can set up 3 different types of investments. You can set up a TFSA within that direct investing, an RRSP, or an open investment, or in some cases, people call it a margin account. Depending on your risk tolerance, again, depending on cash flow, depending on the percentage of portfolio that you want to allocate to direct investing through the bank, it's going to determine everything. And I do not have a license here, but it's important that people understand if you're going to get into direct investing, it's all on you. Nobody else is going to be able to hold your hand through this. So there's a lot of different videos out on YouTube on how to set up, how people do option trading and all this other kind of stuff. That's next level. I do my direct investing with TD. I'm not trying to promote TD. I'm not affiliated with TD. They have nothing to do with my video series, but I want to give them a kudos because they actually have video and they have things that you can learn from on how their direct investing platform works. Again, I'm sure other major banks here in Canada have that as well, but I am saying that TD is a good one because that's where my direct investing portfolio is. And so what I would suggest for anyone starting a direct investing portfolio is, first of all, understand what kind of account you are going to set up, whether a TFSA, RSP, or open. And then second of all, this should be money that you can afford to lose. You have to understand that. It's money you can afford to lose. I'm not suggesting you go all in on one stock or anything like that. If in later videos you want me to show you my portfolio and how it's structured, All I can say is I enjoy it because I get to watch the market on the daily. I get to understand what's happening and how macro and micro events are causing my portfolio to move here and there, where the next opportunity is. I enjoy that stuff so much. And again, I don't have a license to be able to teach people on how to invest and where to invest, but I have had people come by and ask, okay, how do I start this account? However, it is important to understand it could become a portion of your portfolio for the future. I enjoy it. Now, the other thing too is cryptocurrencies and then everything else. This is also kind of like the trading, and this is also going to fall in on taxation part because people don't know how that works. I have cryptocurrencies. I do. I've been in it ever since I talked to somebody that was in it at the start. And I went and sat with him, talked it through, assessed my risk tolerance to this whole cryptocurrencies and everything else. And you know what? I decided to invest. It's not a huge portion of my portfolio for my retirement, but it was money that was allocated that I know that, hey, if I lost, I'd be totally fine because I just wanted to see what it would do. I was curious. I didn't invest. I didn't go out and take a loan to be able to invest in Bitcoin or nothing like that, but I did invest. That's the key with direct investing. It's all on you. And understand that once you get into a portfolio and once you start following a stock, do not be shocked if something in Russia changes everything in a stock, or something down in Africa changes the way that your company all of a sudden is performing. And this is where, again, the risk tolerance needs to be associated or assessed. The risk tolerance needs to be assessed before purchasing anything. And a good rule of thumb is you need at least $500 to be able to invest into a company. That's what I would say. If you don't have 500 bucks that you've saved because of your good savings habit and you're able to lose that money, I would say it's probably not really even worthwhile to start a direct investing account because you're not going to purchase much. And then it's like pink sheets. And let's not do pink sheets. It's not something I would ever promote for anybody because for a lot of people, that is a risk tolerance that is high. Now, are there going to be some people here that are like, yeah, pink sheet's awesome? Potentially. And you know what? That's the risk tolerance. Awesome. Direct investing does not have to be something that you are in. It can be. Understanding within your portfolio how all of this works. I mean, it's beautiful. I have clients, again, I'm a life insurance agent. For those that haven't seen, I work for a certain company that brokers a lot of investments and a lot of life insurances and everything else. And I still honestly believe that there are some people that prefer high risk things and will naturally want to still have some direct investing. And that's totally fine. I am not opposed to any of my clients having cryptocurrency and saying that that's the worst thing ever because that's their risk tolerance. I want to thank you all for sticking with this series. The next video is very, 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 very important because it's not how much money you make, it's how much you get to keep. In Canada, the government sure is good at keeping the money that you make and taxing you very well on it. It's very important to understand how taxation works. And so I'm really looking forward to next week so I can provide that information for everyone. Again, thank you for sticking with me. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for liking and subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.